Ireland is one of the most beautiful places on Earth, lush, green, mysterious, and filled with stories. But one of the strangest things about Ireland isn't what's there. It's what isn't. No wild snakes, not in the fields, not in the forests, not even in the remote corners of the countryside. Ireland is one of the few places in the world with no native snake species. If you're hiking through the hills, walking by the lakes, or exploring the deep woods, you won't hear that familiar hiss or spot a serpent sunbathing on a rock. And for some travelers, that's a small but welcome surprise. But how is that possible? The answer lies in the land itself and the way Ireland was shaped thousands of years ago. Let's rewind time back to the end of the last ice age, over 15,000 years ago. Ireland was not the green wonderland we know today. It was a frozen land, completely covered by thick glaciers. In such harsh conditions, no reptiles, including snakes, could survive. It was simply too cold. As the ice started to melt and the earth warmed, animals began to migrate north across Europe. Some crossed into what is now Britain. At that time, Britain was still connected to mainland Europe by land. Snakes and many other animals made that journey, but Ireland's story was different. The land bridge that once connected it to the rest of Europe disappeared earlier. As sea levels rose, the island became completely cut off before any snakes had a chance to cross over. From that moment on, Ireland remained isolated and reptiles never made it to its shores. So the real reason there are no snakes in Ireland isn't a mystery. It's geography and timing. They simply never had a chance to get here. Even if a few had made the journey somehow, maybe floating across on vegetation or driftwood, they wouldn't have lasted long. Ireland's climate is mild, but it's also cool and wet for most of the year. For cold-blooded creatures like snakes, it's not an ideal environment. They rely on warmth to digest food, move, and survive. That's one of the reasons Ireland feels so untouched. There's a kind of quietness to the wild places. The forests are peaceful. The hills are alive with birdsong and the rustle of small mammals, but you'll never get that sudden jolt from a snake slipping through the grass. For travelers who love hiking, camping, or just walking barefoot through meadows, it's a small but fascinating part of what makes Ireland feel different from so many other places. But that doesn't mean you won't find snakes in Ireland at all. In recent years, exotic pets have become more popular, and some people do keep snakes, like ball pythons or corn snakes, in tanks at home. These are imported animals and not native to the wild. Occasionally, one might escape or be released, but they don't survive long in the wild. Still, as climate change slowly warms parts of Europe, scientists are keeping an eye on what might happen in the future. If winters continue to grow milder, and if snakes continue to be brought in as pets, it's possible that one day Ireland could see some reptiles adapt and settle in. But for now, the island remains snake-free in the wild. That makes it one of the few places in the world where nature feels a little more open, a little more inviting, especially for travelers who prefer peaceful walks through grasslands, mossy forests, and rocky coastlines without worrying about reptiles. It also makes Ireland unique. In a way, the absence of snakes adds to the country's magical atmosphere. From the ancient cliffs of Moher to the rolling hills of County Kerry, the land feels untouched. Whether you're standing by a misty lake or walking through a green valley, there's an ancient silence in the air, the kind that makes you want to slow down and take it all in. For those curious about wildlife, Ireland still has plenty to offer. You can spot red foxes, deer, badgers, seals, puffins, and even whales off the coast. Its skies are filled with hawks and herons. Its rivers are home to salmon and otters, and its forests still carry the feeling of wilderness. If you're planning a trip, some of the best places to experience this wild, snake-free nature include Killarney National Park, Connemara, Glenveigh, and Wicklow Mountains. Each offers hiking trails, calm lakes, and incredible views of natural Ireland without the rustle of scales in the grass. Even cities like Dublin and Galway blend modern culture with access to nearby nature. Within an hour or two, you can go from busy streets to complete silence, where the only sounds are wind, water, and wildlife. For those who love photography or filming peaceful nature scenes, Ireland offers something rare. Wild landscapes with minimal threat from venomous animals. No need to wear thick boots or poke around nervously with a stick. You can just wander. And for families traveling with children, especially those with fears of snakes or wildlife, Ireland offers a calm, friendly environment to explore nature without worry. So next time you visit or dream of visiting, remember this odd fact. Ireland is one of the only places where the snake never slithered in. Not because of a battle, not because of legend, just because of timing, climate, and isolation. And somehow, that makes the land feel a little more timeless. Exploring the Snake Island means exploring a place where nature evolved without one of its most common creatures. It's a reminder that every island has a story shaped not just by what's there, but also by what's not. And in Ireland's case, what's missing makes it even more magical.